There's that man again.
Yeah, that weather done changed on us, man. It got a little bit warmer today, and it got me thinking about summer fragrances, but not just any kind. Strong summer fragrances that can get you compliments. Stay tuned, I'll tell you about them. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I'm your resident sommelier, Mr. Diaz Teddy. We're talking about some summertime strong fragrances. Now, what do I mean by strong? Sometimes you may have a few that blow you out of the room because if you put too many sprays of, I feel like you put too many sprays on of any damn thing, it's too much. So, just don't be a jerk. But anyway, for me, it's like I have a couple of fragrances that I'm going to feature that are very strong. And you may want to watch your sprays, but the other ones, their strength is not so much in the power of the massive just scent bubble it's going to have around you. It's more so the sillage and the strength in which it will travel, and people may catch it lingering in the air. And man, these are some of the most compliment-inducing fragrances that I have in my collection. And the first one that I wanted to share with you is one that when I finally got it, I was ecstatic, and I'm so happy to have it now. And that would be Bvlgari Man Wood Neroli. So this one here, of course, Neroli is the right at the top of it. So let's get it up in here. Bring it up. Take a moment. Give it a second. Yeah, that beautiful soapy Neroli. I mean, this fragrance right here, it's one of the more top-notch fragrances that Bvlgari has. I love all of their Bvlgari Man. I love everything in the Bvlgari Man line. But there's something about this one. Something beautiful, clean, and fresh, and just woodsy. Some of your notes in this one, you have, of course, the Neroli and bergamot at the top. You got that orange blossom, that Virginia cedar, and that cypriol oil. You also have in the base, you got those woody notes, the white musk, ambergris, that amber and leather. But for me, it's mostly that beautiful, clean, soapy Neroli. It's a really strong, powerful dose of Neroli that I believe gets a little bit more of a push from that bergamot. But then when you start to get to those woodsy notes in the back, this is an awesome fragrance. It's nothing over the top, but the sillage for me, I've heard people tell me that they pretty much know that I'm there before they even get to my desk. But now at one point I thought, well, man, that could be a bad thing. Am I overspraying? But no, they say that it's just enough to tickle the nose and make it an interesting type of conversation. And I've gotten many compliments, especially off of this one right here. So this might be something that you want to get in your collection, and that would be Bvlgari Man Wood Neroli. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is a happy accident. And what do I mean by that? I meant I ordered something different, Amazon, and you sent me what the hell you want. But like I said, this is a happy accident because what I did order, what I finally got from somewhere else, was this. This is what I wanted. But what I got is just as happy for me, and that would be Mercedes-Benz Bright. I'm a fan of the Mercedes-Benz line of fragrances. They're actually very quality fragrances. A lot of people don't talk about, I know a lot of us in the fragrance community do talk about Mercedes-Benz fragrances, but I think a lot more people really need to understand that these are really good quality fragrances. And for the price point that you can get them at, it's going to be hard to beat it. Now, this one specifically, like I said, it wasn't what I wasn't what I ordered. It wasn't what I wanted. I was going to eventually get it, but hey, I'm glad I got it now because this fragrance right here, nice sprayer, give it a second. It's sweeter at the top than you would expect for something that's called bright. Now, it is bright, a very bright citrusy fragrance as well. I mean, it's very citrusy, has some mint at the top as well. And you get a little bit of spice from some pepper. It is a really, really good fragrance. I mean, like I said, eventually I was going to get it, but I'm so glad that I got it when I did, because I have worn it, and I had so many people asking me what I was wearing, because they said that this was lingering in the air. They saw me leave the area a while ago, and it was still lingering in the air, and it was a beautiful sillage. Now, they didn't use the word sillage, but as they was explaining it to me, I knew exactly what they were talking about. So this one right here, some of your notes in this are, you got your top notes of that bergamot with that mint and pink pepper, the middle notes of that lavender and incense, and that tonka bean, that cedar, and a patchouli at the bottom. Now, that tonka and patchouli has wrapped itself around the top notes to the point to where it's made this fragrance something actually absolutely spectacular. I like it. It is something I'm definitely going to get a good amount of wears out of. But for me, this is more of a nighttime wear because of the sweetness in it. Shockingly, because it's something called Bright. But for me, it's a lot more, it would fit more in a date night situation, something like that. It's a really good fragrance, man. Do not sleep on this one. Like I said, I continue to smell it because it smells awesome. And from a lot of the feedback that I got, everybody else thought it smelled awesome too. I believe a few of them said they were going to put their hands on it, so you might want to get your hands on it as well. And that would be Mercedes-Benz Bright. So the next fragrance that I got coming up, and it is an executive class fragrance for a designer price, and that would be Brioni Eclat. And when I tell you, this one is a sillage monster. First of all, let's check it out. Atomizer, pretty damn good, but we gotta let that breathe. And it's not that it's strong; you just have to show some respect for this gorgeous, amazing fragrance. When I tell you, yes, this is a pause, everyone. Haven't done one in a while. Oh, man, look. Truth be told, this fragrance has always been one of my top favorite fragrances. It's never going to change. It is one of my summertime go-tos. You want to talk about a beautiful, amazingly just sexy summertime just gem. This is a summertime gem, man. This is your top notes in this one. You got that grapefruit, the olibanum, and some of that spiciness from that pink pepper. You got in the middle, you got rose and patchouli, but it's not any kind of grandma rose or anything like that. It basically gives it a little bit more body to it, but there's also that beautiful musk at the back with the ambroxan that actually helps push it off your skin, and that sandalwood. When I tell you, when I say this is a sillage monster, it is not a joke. It is not for play. The sillage coming off of this one goes crazy. It's not the longest lasting fragrance on the planet. I get about a good 6 hours out of it, but for me, that's long enough to leave a great lasting impression. And if you want to perhaps leave a lasting impression, you might want to get your hands on Brioni Eclat. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is goated in the fragrance community, and it would absolutely work in the summertime, and that would be Cedrat Boise by Mancera. So yeah, it took me. It's been documented. It took me a while to get it. Just call me the procrastination station. I don't know what to tell you guys, but what I will say is this: this has become a recent staple of something that I've been wearing at least once or twice out of the week, man. This is first of all, the atomizer. You saw that. That's wonderful. But the scent, you know what we got to do to give it a second. Bring that boy in. Who would have thought? Who would have thought lemon and leather? Who would have thought that lemon and leather would come together to have such a absolutely transformative fragrance? This is a wonderful, man. Honestly, like I said, I procrastinated. It took me a while to get it, but once I saw it for a great price, had a great price on it for a while. But this was just one time when it just fell on the list, and once it got on the list where I had it, I said, okay, let me go ahead and get my hands on it. Man, I wish I'd have got it so much sooner. I mean, the notes in this one, you got your Sicilian lemon, your bergamot, your black currant, your spicy notes. In the middle, you got those fruity notes, patchouli leaf, and water jasmine. The base notes, you have cedar, leather, sandalwood, vanilla, white musk, moss. Honestly, that beautiful lemon bergamot combination with that black currant at the top, it has such a brightness, an amazement to it to me. You know, it's simple, it's easy to wear, it is a great one, and the leather just gives it such a balance because once again, it's one of those goated fragrances. It doesn't smell like anything else I've ever smelled. And in all honesty, it's something that I want to smell all the time. And every time I wear it, I get compliments every single time. It never fails. This one right here, now this probably not going to be for everybody, but for someone like me, this absolutely fits my taste, and it might just fit yours. So, and for a niche fragrance, it's very, very handsomely priced. This right here is something that you might want to get in your collection, and that would be Mancera's Cedrat Boise. So the next two fragrances that I got coming up encompass the strong summertime fragrances moniker. And the first one that I want to bring up, if you do not watch your sprays with this, you will be sitting alone in a room, and that would be Viking Dubai by Bvlgari. This one here, this was a love at first sniff fragrance for me, man. Look, first of all, let's check out the atomizer. Nice water hose. That's just a spritz. I didn't even press it down all the way. But the scent. Damn it. That beautiful, citrusy, bright, juicy opening. This is, to me, that ginger at the top, that spicy ginger that mixes with that Italian bergamot and the orange and the middle notes with that cashmere wood, the magnolia, some of the sweetness, a slight sweetness from the tonka bean, and that violet leaf in the middle. But the base notes of that ambroxan, the ambergris, and patchouli. This is a very, very well put together fragrance. And you really don't, well, I haven't smelled anything else like it. Maybe you guys have, but for me, this is another fragrance in my collection that when I spray it, I think summer, I think vacation, I think strong, powerful. The sillage on this one is absolutely stunning. And I mean stunning. This fragrance has gotten me so many compliments. But for me, it's not even just about getting a bunch of compliments from other people. That's always cool. But for me, it's about the wearing experience. And I just love being within the sillage of this thing. So if that's something that you want to do, of course, you know, like I say all the time, I will link these things in the description box. And you yourself might want to experience Bvlgari Viking Dubai. So the last fragrance I got coming up, if you overspray this, hide your women and children, because the villagers are probably coming at you with pitchforks and some torches and everything, because this one right here, it could garner you a lot of compliments, or if you overspray it, it could get you a nice little letter in your file from HR. And that would be Lattafa Atlas. So I'm gonna spray this. But when I tell you 3, maybe 4, you may be losing your mind with 4 sprays. 3 sprays for this one might just be all you need. As far as the atomizer, nice atomizer. I sprayed it twice. My God, oh, that is a gorgeous fragrance. Now, don't get me wrong, this fragrance is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. This is, honestly, to me, it gives you that realistic feel, those realistic, like, oceanic feel. It's a very salty, oceany type fragrance. Like, you really pick up a lot of the salt in this fragrance. This is powerful, man. It's like, whew. Like I said, you got to watch your sprays, though. Please, by God, watch your sprays. You get a little sweetness from the iris as well. Some of your notes in this one, you got your top notes of C notes, salt and lemon, middle notes of Divana and iris, base notes of ambergris, oak moss, and sandalwood. Some of that sweetness from that iris it gives it a little bit more balance, and of course the creaminess of the sandalwood, but mostly what you get is the C notes, the lemon and the salt in this one, and that ambergris. Like I said, if you spray this moderately, you're going to get the sillage from heaven. If you overspray this, you will get the reactions from hell. So please spray this one cautiously, everyone, and enjoy your fragrance, man. You don't have to overdo it to be able to enjoy your fragrance and even have the people around you enjoy it. And this one right here, once again, I really think this should come with a warning label. But for me, it's a perfect balance of strength, sillage, and just sensual. You spray it right, you'll get everything that you need out of it. And that would be Atlas by Lattafa. Well, once again, that is my time. So I will be leaving all of these fragrances in the description box so you guys can get your hands on them if it's something that you want to do. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the content because it helps the channel to grow. And make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video, because my name is Mr. Diaz Teddy, the fragrance sommelier. Over here we don't do stink, so please don't be a stink ass. Have a good one.